There is a big glare on my screen today. I'm gonna be working this stuff. Hold on a minute. Alright, I forgot that I had a thing above me that I could roll out to block the sunlight so that I'm not looking at the phone blind. A flake here with a lot of problems in it. It's gonna separate it like this angle, like in here and coming out here. See what I could do with it. See that imperfection in there? All right. Keep this piece at least. Now let's see what we could do with this. It's Onondaga chert from New York. It's raw. It's also very tough. Yeah, there's more right there. All right. There is still some lines in there of different material. Not cutting. Flint napping. I don't have a rock saw or anything like that. Oh, man. Let's see. It is cold today. I actually have a jacket on with a hood. Surprising. Cold came fast this year. Sitting up in northern Vermont. Trying to see if I could get rid of all this inconsistent material here at the base so that I have a decent sized point. Hmm. There we go. Get rid of that junk. Explode it. This piece had a lot of damage in it. I don't see any anymore, but it's small now. See how it goes. Working on mostly flakes today. Small shards of rock. See how it goes though. I do have more larger pieces in my trunk of my car. Imperfection right there. Crud in there. Nope. Just trying to thin it, shape it. Make sure it gets a nice triangle shape. Also get rid of these thicker areas as best I can. I need to really suit my napping bag. I got too much stuff in it. Here's what I was looking for. Okay. Not too bad. A bump there I want to get rid of. I'm gonna try right here first. Try to shoot one that way. That, and then right next to it. That one doesn't want to go. Switch around to the other side. Just thin it. This is a copper nail in a Delrin rod, copper cap filled with lead, just glued to wood. And I'm just hitting the stick to drive the flakes. I did not put it in the product description this time, but it should be in my channel description. Product list. Spot near the base is going to be a problem. Do you make these and then plant them in areas where arrowheads are known to be found? This is something I would find hilarious. No, I actually use these for hunting. And I am in school for my archaeology degree. Plus, most people could tell when people do that. It's really easy to. Let's see. The tip of this is limestone right here. See that different color? So it's a little bit tougher. of material. Thin the base. There we go. Figured I would come on the live. I'm supposed to be in the middle of moving. I bought a truck to tow my very large RV. And the truck they sold me has a ton of problems. So I don't know what's going to be happening. I'm waiting for phone calls. Hopefully I can still do what I plan to do, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Come on. That piece has a problem. Just going to straighten this one out, sharpen it up, put it in my pocket. Oop, or drop it and break it. No, it didn't break. This stuff's tougher than that. So there's like a crystal deposit right there that I couldn't get with indirect. I'm going to try to press it off with the pressure flaker. That's really... There we go. Got some of it. Straighten it out, make it look nice. Trying to think if I should put notches in here or not. Yeah, maybe little ones. This is, it's called Onondaga Chert. It's in New York State. Well, actually, it starts up in Canada, comes down into New York, and goes all the way to Pennsylvania. And it's in a lot of creeks, waterways. For me, to find it is pretty common. Makes really nice looking arrowheads. Let's see, I will put notches in after I make everything even here. Tiny notches. Because there's a lot of crud in there. See that crud right in there? Yeah, I like to do this when I'm done working. It clears my mind and gives me something to work on. This is not too bad for a small piece. The tip curves down a little bit. You don't want that if you're using it. Just try to make the curve come out. You gotta take more material off. It's a little better. Not sharp enough though. The junk at the base is bothering me. Let's see if I can get rid of it. That's weird. That get it? That did get it. There we go. No, it's still messed up in there. What is that? Try one more flake right there. Try to get rid of that weird stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep working on stuff. Yeah, that's better. There we go. That's a nice looking arrowhead. Let's see, is it sharp enough? One of the ways to test if it's sharp enough is to take a tiny piece of rawhide. See if it cuts. Roll my sleeves up here. It cuts. It's could be sharper. There we go. That works. Sharpen it up a little bit more. Don't want to use it until it's sharp. So you take these flakes off, even out the edges, it makes it sharper and sharper. Spot here. All right. Pretty good. Alright, going in my pocket. Don't let me forget it's in there. It'll stab me. Have more flakes that look okay. It's really pretty material. Blue and gray swirls like that. I really like this stuff. Let's see. This piece is really tough. There we go. Should be able to clean up this mess. We'll see. You could do this with glass too, but it's way more brittle. I have a few episodes where I'm working glass on YouTube. Yeah, it's really fun for me to make them. See if I could get rid of all this crystal junk. There we go. Okay, it's doable. See, it's got a little crystal pocket right in there. See that? Quartz crystals. Come on. There we go. I'm just thinning it out and shaping it and getting rid of that junk. Let's see if I could go at an angle like that way and shoot it down here and get rid of that messed up area. There we go. All right. Nope, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna see how many of these I could make on the live stream today. I'll just stay on it as long as my battery hangs in there. Got 48% right now. I'm gonna put it in the crystal pocket and try to get rid of that little lump there. Did it work? Did not work. So I'll go next to it, right there, and aim it into there. Did it work? Kinda. Oh, that took a big chunk out. All right, come in at the other side. There's a crack in there, so that's not good. There's a crack where the crystal pocket is. Did I get rid of it? Kind of got rid of it. This might break, this one. Because I see a lot of problems as I go thinner. It's actually not looking too bad. Right here. Ooh. Come on. Oh. Exploded it. So what I do when I break pieces is I use them for smaller arrowheads. Like if I have a piece like this. And I have a, it's called the Slockmaster blowgun. And it works with stone arrowheads, so it's really cool to me. And just make little tiny arrowheads that'll fit through the blowgun. I get that blowgun from Tim Wells. And it's not too hard to make the tiny arrowheads. You just really need an arrowhead shape from these small flakes. But I like to do it as if I'm doing an actual arrowhead. Like a small one. So these small ones are pretty simple. Get rid of this base. Just break it entirely. Like that. Has an imperfection going through there, but it should hold together. All right. It helps if your copper nail is sharp. Mine's getting dull. What did they use if they didn't have a metal rod? They used antler. I did an entire video live the other day using deer antler the same way. It's just a lot harder. Like that. Yeah, I always have the deer antler in my kit. Starting to use it more often again. For a while I stopped and just used the copper, but the antler is fun. It's just a little bit harder to get those flakes to do what you want with the antler. This is actually a little bit too big for the blowgun, meaning too wide. So I gotta shorten it a little bit. Just a little. When they're this small, they're easy to break. So you gotta be careful. And for the blowgun, you also need them to be very sharp. So it's best to test it first. See how sharp I made that tip? That'd be good enough to put on the blowgun. I use just bamboo. Stick the bamboo right in here, cut a groove through the bamboo, stick it over top, glue it in, and then that's good to go. Put that in my pocket. Let me see if I have a bigger piece I could try to make something from. All of this is really low quality rock, so I don't know if I could get much out of it. Let me take a look. Maybe. Looks okay in there. Kind of crummy. See what I could do with something terrible. If anything. I have to get rid of this big bump here, but the good material is here. Looks like it's got too much cracks in it and stuff. When you see it go like this, that's a defect in the rock. Looks like it goes all the way to here. Yeah, that's all kinds of breeze damaged. Can't really use that. Can use it for the small arrowheads, but I wouldn't waste my time with that piece. What else do I got? Here's a piece that looks decent. So I could also use the antler. Big piece of antler to knock the flakes off. Takes a lot more effort though to get those flakes to go. Where is... Here it is. Medium-sized copper cap filled with lead. Yeah, this piece looks pretty good to me. So those nice long flakes, these are razor sharp. It'll cut right through leather. I don't want to keep cutting my leather to show you, but maybe I have another piece. Nope. This piece. So I'll just show you a small cut. See that? Super, super sharp. These small little flakes will work as a knife itself. Doesn't dull too quickly either. The flakes dull. If you're making a big knife, you could just resharpen it. These don't really break with your hands. Let's see if I can make a quick, very quick knife blade. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of videos on how-tos. I just kind of more so go over what I'm actually doing. Get rid of that junk. that. That's a cool flake. All right. What's going on, dude? Yeah, I'm just making a quick, super quick blade out of this stuff. This is the stuff that I learned on. This is Norman Skill Chert. Been using this stuff for probably about 15 years. All right. I have a problem near the tip. Maybe not. Just keep working it and making sure it's even and sharp. And spot here I didn't remove. So this stuff is usually strong enough to hit on the base without it snapping, but not all the time. From Flint Ridge. Yeah, I've used Flint Ridge. I went and collected it at Nether's Farm. If you go to my videos and you search out Nether's Farm, Flint Ridge, the video should pop right up. All right. All right, so I'm going to use a bigger billet to try to fix up the tip of this knife. That did not go as far as I wanted it to. It's not going over that ridge. All right. This would work as is if you sharpened it up, but people like to see them nice and thin without that bump there. So I'll see what I could do. I got rid of some of it. Now I have to get rid of that spot. I might try to hit that with the billet. Risking snapping it. If I snap it, I'll just make arrowheads like I usually do. Let's see. This angle is weird to swing in front of the camera. Yeah, I also have obsidian videos. It works just like glass. Very sharp, though. You tend to get shards of glass stuck in your fingers and stuff. There we go. That did it. Now I just have to even out the blade. Oop, messed that one up. Put a hinge in there. There we go. Thin this one spot right here. Right here. Hopefully it don't break. And hit right into it, try to thin it. There we go. And this would just take some pressure flaking to make it sharp enough to use. Cool, thanks for the sub. Yeah, if you want to see more of this stuff, it's all over my channel. Also show, go out into the woods to try to find this stuff. In a lot of my videos, camping, fishing, and looking for stone. It's a fun time. I love doing it. See those little serrations? Super sharp. Tip is messed up. It's not sharp enough. Trying to fix it. Looks like there's shale in there. There we go, that should do better. Now I just gotta thin it. One more. If you come across a different material in your rock, you're gonna wanna get rid of it because it causes your blade to be weak and not so sharp in the areas you need it to be sharp in. No, I make them to use. I don't really sell them anymore. Occasionally I will, but I sell them for like 150, 200, something like that. I get carried away with the thinness often. There we go. That's better. Some of these spots are bothering me. There we go. So this rock is Norman Scale Chert from New York. I'm using, it's in my product list on my channel. If you go to my channel, there should be somewhere to click products and it has all the tools in it. This is called a pressure flaker. This is called an ishy stick. So it's just a longer pressure flaker that I put under my leg. And then I'll hit it with either an antler or a copper billet. It's just a copper cap on a piece of wood filled with lead. And this is deer hide. No, this one's goat hide. That's goat, this deer. Goat hide is a little bit softer than the deer hide. So when I'm working it in my hand, I'll use the goat hide so that the flakes are able to travel on the hide. And when I'm breaking the rock on my lap, I'll put down the deer hide to protect my knee. Edges do not have to be straight for it to work as a knife, but I like to make it straight just to make it look nice. Symmetrical and all that. See that curve there? I want to get rid of that. Just a little bit. Just really in this spot here. It's better. It's a pretty good knife blade. I know Donnie. If I'm ever in the area, I'll certainly give him a message. Alright, this piece is good enough. I'm not doing more to that. You just put it on a handle, cut a groove in the handle, put it in with some glue. Wrap the handle with some deer tendon, and that shrinks and grabs it tight. Make sure this doesn't slip out. I'll put this one in my pocket too. Alright, what else I got? So I have some material that I'm not too sure what it is. This looks like more Norman skill. And I already showed the Norman skill, so I'm going to skip on that. Make another tiny arrowhead out of some of the Onondaga chert. So what I do is I take a Australia. How you doing? So what I do is I take a chunk of rock like this, and I find a spot to knock a little blade off. Too little. That's actually a little too big, but I'll show you what I do with these. Get rid of some of the size on this. There we go. That did it for me. This one I'll just do super quick. If it'll let me. Got some junk in there. So if you hit hard enough, you could get rid of those annoying spots that look really bad. This stuff is creek chert, so you gotta hit kind of hard. It's the same process as making the bigger knife, but I'm making a tiny arrowhead for blow darts. Come on. Some limestone in here so it's tougher. Hey, thanks for the sub. That is very appreciated. Tons of stuff on the channel. Check it all out. So this is a little too long for blow dart. You want them as small as possible because the smaller it is, the further it'll go into the target. So I'm probably going to break the tip off on this. I got 20% battery left. Fully automatic blow darts. Yeah. I did a video a few days ago. I was actually on a live. Should still be there. I made one of these points and I put it on a blow dart and shot it into a target just to show how effective it is. This needs to be a lot smaller. I'm gonna break the tip off of it. On the live, because I'm looking at what I'm doing and not looking at the phone so much. Leave it as a comment on the video and I'll get back to you with an answer. At 20% battery, so this will probably be the last point I make today. Let's see. Still too big. Hopefully I don't break it trying to get it smaller. I'm gonna take the tip off. This is getting there for the right size. It's just taking me a bit. Broken a crummy spot. Alright, so what I'm going to do is sharpen this up then. And this is big enough for the blowgun. Just need to find which area I want to be the tip. Probably that. I'm gonna hit right here. Try to run one up that ridge. If it'll go, it went a little bit. All right. So now I'm just gonna shape that. It's awesome to see live. Thanks for sharing. How often do you live stream? I'm gonna try to live stream every day for as long as I can. Yeah, as often as I can. At least once a day. Unless something comes up and I can't make it in. So this is too wide for the blowgun. So I'm gonna have to take that ear off. Still too wide. That's better. These come out better if I have a sharper tip on here, but I just wanted to show you what I do with the big spalls of rock and how I get these little points made. I also do make flint and steel and gun flints. I could actually show that real quick if I still have it. Let's see. So I got the flint and steel here. Works pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna finish this up just super quick. And then I gotta bring my cat to the vet for... I don't really know what for, but I gotta bring my kitten to the vet. Kind of spastic here trying to get this finished and losing my tools and such. Alright. Where did the pressure flaker go? I guess I could do it with this. So this would be good enough to just glue in for the blow dart. You just want to make sure that tip is sharp as can be. Bent the nail in this a little bit. Usually what I do at the bottom is just a little V notch at the base so that it's easier to set into the blow dart right in there. And this would go entirely through small game, like a squirrel. But, yep, I gotta run, so hit subscribe if you want to see more live streams. I just found it. And hit like, and go back through the channel and check out the most recent long-form videos. I got a lot of info in those on how to find this stuff, as well as just me making it like this. So you guys have a good one. See you all soon. Have a good day. See ya.